Good day. I'm going to discuss a cultural cartoon today. The film includes the sauce. Just be sure to search for it. This cartoon is recommended if you enjoy stories of retribution. The protagonist is a coward. His classmates' bullying of him frequently involves females. The mastermind is this short-haired girl named Shoko, who constantly mistreats him for being joyful. He doesn't strike her because he opposes gender equality. He's always in a bad manner. He was bullied on Monday, and then a female with black hair appeared. She declared herself to be. I'm going to nickname her Hattery since her name is too long. She comes off as amiable enough. He still refers to himself as the sus-ofer because he can't trust anyone, even though she calls herself the Punisher. The next day, Hattery extends an invitation to visit her home. That certainly isn't SU at all. He went to her house after accepting her offer. She requested him to enter by himself when he got to her house because the door was not open. When he entered the living room, he discovered the bully was a girl dozing off the couch. She was unable to move because her wrists were tied to the sofa. She is confined there. I know you typically skip this section. Kindly refrain from doing so here. She discovers she is trapped when she awakens. She pleaded with him to free her right away. She even attempts to strike him. An imbecile will only release her. Fortunately, he is now an imbecile. Hari then materialized out of nowhere. He received her apology for not having welcomed him. She requested him to unwind and settle in when he got to her house. He grew irate and questioned Hari if she intended to capture her. She informed Shoko that Excalibur would be bestowed upon her against her will. After hearing Hari begin to enumerate the crimes Shoko has committed in the past, they are both taken aback. She appears to have victimized other individuals in this way. The victim is unable to cope with her offense. Some of them eventually reached their breaking point and asked Hari for assistance. They want Shoko to experience the suffering and humiliation that she caused them. Hari reassured Shoko that she would treat her gently. She was warned by Shoko, who became enraged, to conserve her energy because she would need it to deal with the strength of the holy relic and Excalibur in the future. Hari is determined to discipline her severely. Shoko has a guilt payment to make. She requested assistance from him. To prevent Yoko from moving, he is holding her thighs. He was abruptly kicked in the face by her. He lost his footing and landed on her. He discovered that her faucet leaks, so he is attempting to fix it. Like this man, he works as a plumber professionally. He is using his tongue to fix her faucet. This is being recorded in 4K in the interim. For Shoko, the situation has changed. She is now the sufferer. Shoko is receiving discipline from her. She eventually wishes to thank him for saving her. She's planning to give him some organic, fresh melons to eat. He has never seen such beautiful, young fruits before. He started tasting it because he was unable to restrain himself. He is also pleased, so that makes her happy. She can use both hands to strike Shoko while simultaneously touching his Excalibur, thanks to her dual-wielding abilities. That is juggling at its finest. He eventually loses the ability to regulate his power because he plays this multiplayer game for the first time. He informed Hattery that he had fully charged his power gates and would immediately launch his ultimate move. She swiftly blocked the assault with her mouth. She will meet his assault head-on because she is confident in her ability to defend herself. She appears only interested in tasting his fresh, organic protein, though. He pumped her lips full of protein. This seems to be friendly shooting. That is anticipated. She suffered no harm at all. Even worse, it completely fixed her. He must now be a doctor as payment for curing her. She wishes him to decide who to heal next. He could no longer think, so he let his Excalibur ponder. His Excalibur once more selected beauty. She will recover once more. I need to find out who is punishing who at this juncture. However, they are all treating this very carefully, so everything is proceeding as expected. He will switch to targeting Shoko after giving Hattery much mending protein. He used Excalibur to strike her. She still has a lot of dignity, but her body has let her down. His Excalibur is sealing her tap, but it still seeps a lot. After a few movie frames, she loses her arrogance and sarcasm. She finds his discipline to be very enjoyable. She has transformed since then. Even a lousy individual like her can be changed using only Excalibur's power. You guys are now aware of what to do in the actual world. He wants her to clear up his Excalibur after he treats her with fresh, organic protein. She is doing the tidying of her own volition. Following that, they all treat and punish each other mercilessly until they are pleased. The following day, she is not as malicious as she was. She asked him to forget what had occurred yesterday and regretted having kicked him. She has undergone a total transformation. Excalibur's strength can accomplish the unthinkable. They're both assisting Hari with her job for some reason. She has Jory, the track and field club president, as her objective this time. She always takes the masculine members to the changing area for protein. Even the client's infatuation was subjected to this. Hari wants him to appear as a spy because he knows she's doing it intentionally. To get some information from Akka Jri herself during the interview, she desires him to join the club. Aquajori is taken aback by his sudden desire to join her group. She was informed that he had heard reports about her protein extraction work. When her aura abruptly changed, she asked him if he wanted to give her some protein. That must be the cause. She is the top athlete in the group. She consumes a lot of fresh protein to get bigger and move more quickly. By imitating her actions, you can fortify yourself as well. So why are you still waiting? Get some protein to consume. He was going on. When she attempts to seize him, he acts surprised when he learns about her involvement in the cultural group. He unintentionally displayed his phone to her. He immediately fled after realizing his error. However, he didn't need any protein, which is only a cure. He was instantly knocked to the ground when she caught up to him. He tripped and his phone fell neatly close to Shoko. She hangs up the phone and leaves as if nothing has occurred. After pursuing her for some time, Hori discovered that Hari is the planner. She was aware of her error. She must go inside her home out of necessity. She appears to have received punishment in her first year. Now that she has forgotten the penalty, she misbehaves. Student, she negotiated with her. She can leave if she can resist Excalibur's strength and the protein's healing abilities. She won't also face cancellation in real life. She takes her challenge with assurance. She has faith in her strength and endurance on defense. Her assertion, however, loses its impact after a few seconds of video. She has already pleaded with them to draw sacred water from her. She is also powerless against Excalibur's formidable might. He continues to bestow her with Excalibur's might. He then gave her a ton of new, organic protein to help with her exhaustion. He is using various techniques to cure her. Her best practices are all of those. It appears that she enjoyed live streaming by herself. Let's act foolish in front of others. He thus granted her desire and treated her extensively until she was satisfied. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.